Hi, it's Mike here. Good to be back with you. In part 2 we talked about your personal inventory of emotions, and we discussed a whole range of emotions from the negative to the positive and settled on 3 very strong positive emotions: courageousness, acceptance and being at peace, because together they can really better help you get your outcome. In this part we'll talk about your listening skills, because if you can tune in to the telltale signals people always express when they discuss something of real relevance, it can lead to an enormous payoff. So we want to be able to see, hear and understand the mindset of the person you are communicating with in a different, more meaningful way to get brilliant results. So I call this listening with awareness. So why is this equally as important, equally of relevance? Well, listening with awareness is so very important because a person's tone of voice always contains valuable emotional information we can really use. You can actually deduce how a person is feeling and what actions they're likely to take from this tone of voice, and that can be very, very powerful. So we are using a person's emotional signals to determine what meaning they are attaching to what you are discussing, and these signals will help you gain an insight into the response you are likely to receive, and you're then in a position to adjust what you're doing accordingly. And this produces incredible behavioral flexibility, which is what we want through really emotional flexibility. So here are some blatant examples, and we're all familiar with these. If a person speaks with a high emphatic tone, it shows enthusiasm. If a person has a terse, loud tone, you are probably in the presence of anger. If a person speaks with a slow speed and pitch, they are probably miserable. Now, the following 2 emotions are not necessarily so easy to read. If a person's tone is abrupt, it reveals a certain defensiveness. And if a person has a high pitch, drawn out speech, there is disbelief. And now again we have an emotion that we're all familiar with, the emotion of surprise. If a person's tone is ascending, it indicates surprise. If a person speaks in a monotonous voice, they are likely to be bored. And of course, this is something we want to avoid. So by actively looking for the signals and clues and being prepared to make refined adjustments, you can progressively move a person to a point where there is a mutual desire to form an agreement. And this is what we want to achieve. These emotions that we've shown here are straightforward to detect, and we're all very accomplished at doing this. But we do need the ability to read more refined emotions and to really pick up those very subtle signals, and there'll be more on this in a later video. So, if you watch carefully the gestures and the body language and combine that with listening almost between the lines of what people are really saying, these are 2 very powerful indicators of influence and really need to be used extensively in everything you do when you're discussing and communicating with somebody that's important to you and important to your results. So if you're not observing and listening with care, you will miss this vital information. And remember, every key conversation carries this sort of information, and it really provides powerful feedback, and you can use it. It's at your disposal. You can use it tactfully and strategically for immediate and long-term gain. So thanks for watching. This is Mike from Know Your Mind. Look forward to seeing you very soon. Cheerio for now. Because today, you know, too many people are talking and they're not prepared to listen, and they keep missing the information that will really make a difference, and that really is something you want to avoid. So thanks for being with me, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. This is Mike here. Cheerio for now. Bye.